Welcome back. I'm here with Football League editor Pascal Lemaire to talk about Saturday's Championship match between Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough. Start with the visitors, Pascal. They'll be really disappointed with that result last time out against Bristol City.
Certainly will be. They're unbeaten going into that game in all competitions, and you welcome a side who were in League One last season, who had a tough start to the season as well, Bristol City, and losing 1-0 at home, very, very disappointing there. Especially you think that Middlesbrough had one of the best home records out of anyone last season, well, the best home record actually, and not being able to score at home. I mean, to be fair to the City, it was a great opening goal from them, from Joe Bryan, really, really good, but for them not to be able to then score with the sort of talent they had on the pitch, you look at the three that were there, Downing, Stuani, Nugent, they had Kike, who scored 3 goals this season, he came off the bench. Not being able to score there was disappointing. They've since bounced back, not emphatically bounced back, but they did come past Burton in the cup in midweek, went to extra time, and then Stuani scored both goals, got the winner in extra time. So it's good for him to be amongst the goals. He scored in the first round as well, but he needs to start banging them in the league for sure. And certainly, I think this game is they'll see it as a winnable game on Wednesday. It's not the easiest, but then I think after the international break, they've got 2 home games against MK Dons and Brentford, and they'll see that as 6 points out of 6 really, especially. It'll be their first home game since that Bristol defeat, and they need to get back to winning ways at home because that defeat to Bristol was so disappointing, and they'll see those 2 games as very winnable.
And you mentioned they'll see this one as winnable, but Sheffield Wednesday, they've only been beaten once this season.
Yeah, they've been pretty solid this season, Wednesday. I was a bit worried about them, all the new faces coming in, the new coach from Carlos Carvalhal, who hasn't got any experience managing in England, but they have done pretty well, to be fair to them. They've drawn the last 2 in the League One, all in both of them. Last time out against Leeds, they certainly... it was a brilliant opening goal from Marco Mateus. I can't imagine there'll be any better goals this season in the Championship. The way he flicked it back over the defender's head, first time volley, absolutely brilliant. But they weren't really able to push on from that in the second half. Leeds got their equaliser, and I think it was Wiggins who got done by Dallas on the line, got nutmegged, and that set up the chance. So Carvalhal will be annoyed by that. But a 1-1 draw at Ellen Road against the Leeds side have been pretty solid this season. Isn't the worst result. Since then, they were in League Cup action as well. They played Oxford, got a 1-0 win at home. It was Nuhiu with the goal. It was quite fortunate. I think the keeper flapped at it and he managed to just pounce on the ball. But decent for him to get amongst the score sheet. And they got Newcastle away in the next round. It's a good draw for them going up to St James's Park. And certainly, they're unbeaten at home this season. And I think I mentioned Nuhiu getting a goal, but they still haven't got that striker for me who's going to really sort of go towards 20 goals this season. I think Matthias has looked really bright. He scored 17 in the Portuguese top flight last year, but he's not going to be able to score that many this year, I don't think, in the Championship. But they have been linked with Gary Hooper at Norwich, and certainly it never quite worked out for him at Norwich, did it? Brilliant up at Celtic, but if he can come down, and he's a sort of player, when you've got likes of Matthias, you've got Ross Wallace, Lewis McGugan, there's a lot of creative players around him. If they can put a real poacher in there, like Gary Hooper is, and certainly he could be the sort of, could potentially make the difference for them to push towards the playoffs this season.
And how about a score prediction? Do you see Wednesday's unbeaten home record lasting beyond this weekend?
I think that they'll keep it, yeah. I think Middlesbrough will go there. I think just the fact they've had to play 120 minutes in midweek might just play a little part in it. I think they'll just be a draw. I'm going to go 1-1.
Sportsmore going for a 1-1 draw.